Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to tackle a classic grammar puzzle, something that trips a lot of people up in English. We're diving into the world of abbreviations to finally settle the score between acronyms and, well, all the other abbreviations.
So let's just jump right in with the big question. Have you ever stopped to think about this? We say he works for the CIA, and that sounds totally normal. But if you say she works for the UNESCO, it just sounds wrong. There's a rule here, and it's one of those things you probably feel is right, but maybe you can't quite explain why. Well, today we're explaining it.
Okay, let's break this down. Take a look at the screen. We've got two groups here. On the left, you've got things where we say each letter out loud. BBC, CIA, USA. Then, on the right, you've got the ones we say like a normal word. UNESCO, NATO. This, right here, is the most important clue to solving this whole thing.
And that's it. That's the secret. The whole mystery comes down to one simple thing: pronunciation. How you say the abbreviation out loud is what decides all the grammar rules that come after it. This is the key that's going to unlock everything else we talk about today.
So let's get our vocabulary straight. When you have an abbreviation that you pronounce as a single word, like NATO or UNESCO, that has a special name. It's an acronym. Now this is the crucial part. All acronyms are abbreviations, but not all abbreviations are acronyms. Those other guys, like the BBC, where you say the letters, we call those initialisms. Okay, so now that we've got our terms sorted out, let's circle back to that first puzzle and finally figure out what's going on with that disappearing the.
This quote from Michael Swan's Practical English Usage just nails it. Because we say acronyms like UNESCO as a single word, our brain treats them like proper names. Think about it. You wouldn't say the Sarah or the London, right? It's the exact same logic. You just drop the article.
But on the flip side, with an initialism like the BBC, what we're really doing is just using a shortcut for the full name. And what's the full name? The British Broadcasting Corporation. See? The "the" is already baked right into the original title, so it just hangs around. Same for the United States of America, which becomes the USA. Now here's a really cool little bonus rule for you. With initialisms, whether you use a or an depends on the sound of the first letter you say, not the letter itself. So we say an MP because the letter M starts with that vowel sound, M. But we say a U.S. diplomat because U starts with a consonant sound, U. A fantastic little grammar trick to have up your sleeve.
All right, we've totally mastered the articles, so let's move on to the next common grammar trap. How in the world do you make these things plural?
I mean, you see this one everywhere, don't you? Especially in the news. If you've got more than one member of parliament, what's the right way to write it? Is it MPs, no apostrophe, or MPs with an apostrophe? It's a really common point of confusion.
So, here's the deal. While you will definitely see both out in the wild, the modern and frankly more logical way is to just add an S. No apostrophe. MPs, CDs, UFOs. That version with the apostrophe is kind of an older style that's fading out. Just remember, apostrophes are for showing possession or contractions, not for making things plural. So sticking to just the S is the clearest and most accepted way to go.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground pretty fast. So let's pull everything we've just learned together into one simple, clear cheat sheet. This is your main takeaway.
Here it is all laid out. An initialism, you spell it out like CIA, it usually keeps the article the, and you make it plural by just adding an S. Simple. Then you have an acronym. You say it as one word, like UNESCO, it usually drops the, and because it acts like a proper name, we don't really have to worry about making it plural. That's it. That's the whole system in a nutshell.
So, I'll leave you with this little challenge. We tend to use the word acronym for pretty much any group of capital letters, but now you know the difference. Start paying attention to the language you see every single day. How many things that people call acronyms, like FBI, CEO, or ATM, are actually initialisms? I promise you, you are going to start noticing it everywhere. Thanks for watching.